The subjunctive is a set of conjugations, a set of verb forms required in some clauses. We also saw that a clause is a group of words containing a subject and a verb. Some examples: she wanted us to live in Buenos Aires, she ordered us to leave, I doubted that Alejandro had lost his password, I wished that Maria had studied for the test. And as we saw before, we have an introductory clause, and we have subordinated clauses. As we can see, in most cases, the subjunctive is used in subordinated clauses. Usually something in the main clause triggers the need for the subjunctive in the subordinated clause. And in most cases, the subjunctive in Spanish is introduced by the word que, which is mandatory. Something important to note is that if the verb in the main clause is in the past, the verb in the subjunctive form in the subordinated clause will also have to be in the past. We have two past forms. We have the imperfect and the pluperfect subjunctive. And also it's important to remember that clauses, subordinated clauses, are introduced by the word que, which, as we said before, is something mandatory in Spanish. In short, what is the subjunctive? The subjunctive is a set of verb forms that are required in some clauses. I understand that I'm being a little bit repetitive with this, because this is something that is going to be essential to understand the work that is coming. Some verbs or patterns trigger the use of the subjunctive. For the most part, the subjunctive appears in subordinated clauses. And if the verb in the introductory clause is in the past, the verb in the subjunctive form must also be in the past. There are two past forms in the subjunctive, the imperfect and the pluperfect. If these concepts are clear to you, now it's time to study the past forms of the subjunctive.